Okay, hello. Let's get this started here. Turn the volume up. Let's get the ball rolling. So what do we have today? Basically yesterday during that move, we had a deep drive in the weekly fair value gap there, nearly filling it. I said many times that I would build a short swing, which I did. Get position in with Desi. I think he would likely join on to the stream. We can discuss that. Yeah, all-time high on ES pushed up higher. And I want to see SMT with the weekly are getting drive in. Look at the daily here. We essentially got very close to the C here. Let me just show this in the black. Very a few points away from a large daily fair value. Very precise and algorithmic there. And let me delete this. I just want to retap into it and move back lower. That's what we're looking at. I'm not sure if we would get the strat to change. Oh, they're down. Look at the 4 hour. This was created yesterday as well on Thursday. Very strong close through this previous 4 hour and landing into another inefficiency, which we need to refill and coming back lower. This looks like a good move for lower prices now. Look at the hourly. Very similar case here too. Just bouncing between two bearish value gap and bullish value gap that's been holding all day. And now we're back inside this 15-minute here inefficiency. So we'll see what we can do. If we get close here, we do have a breaker. I could see an immediate retrace. Hello guys. It's good to be back. Just a little bit choppy here. Selling is done. Yeah. Well, I don't really see us going back to the highs again. I think we chop and likely retrace lower. Mostly maybe next week. Selling can be done for now. I like this retrace to the 15-minute here, which we already got too. See if we can get anything out of it. Let me look at trade top here, and then we'll set up for some trades today. Nothing yet today. I just got on. I had, if you guys didn't know, there was a hurricane that happened yesterday. Two hurricanes. One to Mexico, Hurricane John, and the one that hit me in Florida, which took a lot of people powers out. For me, it was like about 10, 11 hours. What a strong flip there too. Well, I want to see that 15-minute retrace. We did get that on ES, same as NQ. We're starting to flip again here. Does like a move lower right now. What do you think about FTT? I've been trading them. I am slightly concerned with their payout delays, but they've been working on it. I don't know what to. If they can catch up, I will be able to be more confident in them. I think a lot of people have the same troublesome like worries and concerns. The indicators I'm using, just look at the Discord. General chat should have everything covered. Okay, what do you guys think? Very strong flip already. 15-minute rejection there. Bouncing back and forth hourly. I am likely gonna stay bearish on this until otherwise. A little bit bearish on the intraday here. And the 1 minute is more neutral. Just back and forth, top. Until we can get through this 15-minute, likely just scalp the shorts, the downside. One question I always time, I try to listen and learn from ICD, but he says don't trade lunch hour. I come here every day. You're making bread at these times. He says not to. Is he referring to lunch hour as in I start trading at 1? Lunch hour is 12 to 1. So I start after lunch hour. Oh, unless he's talking about PM session. That's I'm not exactly sure which case it is. But I also don't trade lunch hour, that 12 time. Sometimes I do, but other times like it is a little bit more difficult. That's just no one needs to say that to do that for me. Like it just in a spot where like it's not AM really, it's not PM, it's in the midpoint. Yeah, I definitely don't start trading at what do you call it? Before 1, unless it's AM. I usually end at 12 if I trade AM, and then restart at 1 if I do choose to trade PM. So just keep it consistent there. I think we go lower. You guys already took the lows. I want to try to see if I can join in short somewhere. We didn't even confirm that breaker here too. Interesting price action so far already. I think lower. Looking for a retap back in. We slam it down. Just 15-minute rejection though. ES taking the lows, little SMT there. Brain melting PA all week. How many of you guys traded yesterday? It was just grinding up the whole Asia London session, and then I guess during I had the power outage. During the PM or even morning session, I guess, it started dumping. That's what I remember. Interesting indeed. Taking a look around right now. Did we go over this low? Go back to this hourly here. We'll try lower. Honestly, they could still drive lower. Maybe get an entry off of it coming up soon. Nice liquidity to target too. Oh, what the heck did I just click? Did I click a circle? See this 5-minute close here. Looking for a pop above. Try to short somewhere. I started here. If it does get closed back under this inversion, I think to add for impulse down these lows here. Let's just mark these lows out like this. Let me look at the chat. Lately, London session been looking better than New York. Honestly, I would agree with that because I've been telling to Desi too, like London session has been actually amazing lately. I look at the price action, like I don't have to trade it, but like you can go to 5-minute here and just look at it, like let's see the London range. Like Asia this time, I guess we grind it down, retrace back up, and then slam down, delivery to London open, where we had some pretty good range, and then my 6 time area, very strong delivery. New York so far, I guess it's one directional. It's not bad. I would choose directional over chop. Like nonsensical chop where it doesn't want to do anything. No trade of 8 on FTT for the last 10 months. Honestly, yeah, I'm still looking for a main entry down above here. I'm willing to try in this inversion. I'm going to keep on adding if we get it back above. I like shorts right now. It's shorts the... I should change this because it's not neutral anymore. I think it's a little bit more clear right now. Let's see the 5. Good close there too. I think we move lower. He was looking for main ads at around like 67, 60, or 66 here. Went to 62s. See what I could do. Yeah, what do you guys think? Are you more bullish or bearish here? I already thinking lower right now. Looking for an impulse down below 247s. Just looking at the hourly too. This is what I'm seeing. We're just going back and forth. So I do want a nicer drive down here. So can't take an entry off this retrace here. I would still want my main ads here. So main ads are 3 minis for me. I will take a starter entry if I think it's appropriate, and then add to it. Because I have a starter. I'm just waiting now. Still want the ads here. 67. Let's look focus on that position. They have trade rate unlike FET. Yeah. So are you interested in the TradeFi trade funded program? That's what I've been recommending actually. They're competitive. They have 5 accounts. The instant fund is option. If you guys have been watching the stream, I've been trading TradeFi on live streams pretty frequently, and I have one account at 11k profits right, or is it 11k? Must be 10 or 11k right now. Let's check. Still no retrace up here. I still have one in. I'll let it play out. Looking for an impulse through these lows. We didn't get that impulse there. There we go. Should be a sharp move. I have that one in right now. Move a stop even. And we'll see where we can go from that. Want a deeper drive in, to be honest here. This 5 minute here, this is what I was aiming for. Looking for a run to these. Even ES is trying to hold this low, ironically. Looking for this 5 minute drop here. Should head to this 40. Still rejected out the 15 minute, so that's why my bias is looking down right now. I would be bullish if this flips. That's going to be clear for me today. So right now, we're even bullish in the high time frame. This is on the 4 hour. No, I wouldn't say that. The daily, probably still yes, until we do flip. We'll keep this bullish for now since it is the common denominator. But the other two is bearish for me at the moment. I want to see this drive down here. I want to see the impulse here. Come on. Get that drive to that 5 minute here. 240s. Try to drop my trailing to 47 now. There we go. Easy work. Easy work. Easy work. I just kept on lowering this trailing here. There we go. Good drive. Good drive. Beautiful drive. That was a clean one for ES too. ES took a little bit longer for it to break the slow. NQ was slamming these lows. Building this 55 inefficiency here. Good. I think I'll just kill the trade here. 330 bucks. We'll do a recap at the end of the day. You trade AM your core? I'm gonna start trading next week. I had so much things going on. The hurricane I did not expect. And I have a lot of other projects to work on. But yeah, AM session, I'll be in the Discord late next week. Hit the stop there. $330. Good work. Didn't lose power in your air, market mouse. Those who got impacted by the hurricane, what's it called, Helene? Well, what area, what city were you guys at? And like, did you lose power? How badly affected? Did you flood? Hopefully you guys were okay. Tampa. Didn't lose power. I swear I saw like it said like 50% of people lost power. I guess you're the other 50. Surge is like 8 feet. I've seen videos. I guess places that's close to the water, they got surge heavy. One contract on that trade, good enough for me. Easy work. I'll be requesting my Apex, so I'm considering to trade on. Maybe I'll take a base hit on Apex or not even trade at all. I need to think about that because I don't need to trade anymore. Once the what was it 2027? We have one more day and then that's it. Payout window opens. Then I'll start focus trading again on those accounts. Lento with you. They're not responding. I thought they'd be here. Let me connect this too. I'm gonna trade this account today. I don't need any more trading days, but we'll see. We'll see if we find anything worth taking. That was a perfect read. As in, like, even though it didn't hit to the perfect area for a low risk entry, retrace enough. We had the fair value with inversion. We already rejected 15-minute. As long as we don't get over 72 here, that's where my initial stop was. I was looking for it to come back down to fill this 5-minute. But now that that's completed, we're looking to see a deeper drive in the hourly. If not, it's gonna be a SMT here. I'll mark the SMT out for you guys, which we already seen it. But we can look for a move back up. I just need to see movements. What I need to see is this 15-minute flip, and maybe a run back up on the 5 with a nice closure. We have a little 5-minute gap here at ES. Get a nice closure above 5,800. I'll be game for upside too. Try to only play for easy read today. Don't want to mess myself up. They on the super yacht today. Can you share your weekly live schedule? Weekly. It's every day for 1 to 3 p.m. every single day, unless there's a natural disaster. The only day I wasn't here for the last like 2-3 weeks was yesterday, which I tried to alert people that I am not gonna be available. Freaking power outage. I'm just lucky that the storm surge didn't really affect me. I know other people got affected. Some people got flooded, like the car, their inside get flooded. Seems like it still want to press lower. We're bearish until it does want to flip. I'm in Tampa, guys. Tampa, I don't think was that heavily impacted. If you were in the north area, you were pretty impacted. Let me check. Hurricane. Where are they right now? Are they still in Florida? They probably exited already. At least 7 dead. Wow. Man in his early 20s killed by falling sign in Tampa. Oh. That's why it's probably not a good idea to be driving around these times. Home or car damage, how to handle insurance. Like, this whole home is just gone. I don't know. Hopefully they can get that covered and help. Like, look at how bad this is here. This is just like the surface. Like, some places are deeper, like up to like 6 to 8 feet. This doesn't look that bad. But what a let's see if there's any good images up. Like, I would hate to have this. That'd be a nightmare. Might have to migrate somewhere else, guys. I like Florida though, man. But these storm surges, these hurricanes are just getting stronger and stronger. And the sea level's rising too, so it's definitely not fun. You guys got lucky. Looked like direct hit the other day. Yeah, we got lucky, man. What's that? Can it be October 8th so I can withdraw 15K? What's your balance though? Those accounts, what? Very nicely done. Why live in Florida is gonna be ocean? Where do you recommend living, man? Florida is like a resort at some times. Weather is always a mystery, which could be entertainable for some. Zero state income tax is also great. There's only a handful of states that offer that, and other states maybe you don't want to live in. Texas wouldn't not that be that bad though. I haven't been in Texas, but it doesn't seem too bad. What's it? Oh, wait. What? Are you following the consistency rule? It's 20% consistency. I swear that you mentioned like you made like 5K in the first day or something. So you need like what 25K? Deeper drive down. Ever thought of moving to Puerto Rico? Honestly, I don't know much about like if you can set up like a residency for tax purposes. I would probably still live in the U.S. Seems like a lot of hassle to try to figure that out. Maybe it's not leverage for me yet. Maybe if I was doing like 10, 20 mil in earnings, that's something I can consider. But I'm fine right now, man. No income tax is already a plus. Trying to speak Spanish. Yeah, I don't, man. How annoying would that be if I can't understand the language? Not much happening right now. I'm not really taking anything here. We took that short, was nice. Could be waiting for the 2 p.m. macro for the next big move. I do want to see if we want to look for scalps upside, if we can deliver like a sharp shift, maybe change the delivery, and form a breaker or two. Haven't shown that yet, so I was waiting. We can talk in chat. Is it possible to have a remote PC in Florida and trade it in Florida to avoid state income tax? I don't think you need to set that up. Like you don't have to trade, make your money in Florida. I think there's like you can just what was it like you live half the year in one residency and then you can claim it. So like say let's say you live in New York or California right now, high income tax. You can set up like a residency as long as you I think live like half a year in Florida. You can claim that as your state. But to set up like a VPS to trade remotely on PC only or Florida, I don't think it's that required. Yeah, yeah, Reds. Yeah, I think like you have to live 6 months a day. Yeah, like just more than 50% basically. How would they know that you're living there? Just out of curiosity. Like, let's say you have two homes. One in California, one in Florida. Send all the mail there, I guess. I mean, that's fine. They see where you spent your money. You're gonna spend everything in Florida. That's what I was telling Desi. Like, just say you live with me, man. He's in California. Just like, say you live with me. Send all your mails here. I got you covered. Because they're gonna audit both of us. That makes sense. Credit card charges. Yeah, I mean, I didn't say I was doing anything. I'm just curious. Someone's gonna report me at this rate. Yeah, but October 1st, guys, go to request Apex. Go to request Tradeify. Those are the only two with payout windows that I know of. Already requested Top Step. Already requested Top Step. Already got paid, which is nice. They're always so quick with it. What are your thoughts on the 1 minute BPR inversion tests? I'm gonna have to see which one you're referring to. Right now, just chopping back and forth. You gotta tell me the timestamp, man. Because I have no idea. I'm just gonna be bearish biased, but I have a feeling we want to flip back up for a retrace before they're lower, if that's the goal. 120, 1227. Okay. Oh, it's this one. Yeah. It's just a large gap. Usually when it just go back and forth like this, I'm worrying about, if you look at the 1 minute, just look at the immediate how price actually deliver it, the immediate here. What's so good about Florida? I mean, it's a good state. I think now it's like more red than blue, if that matters too. Zero income tax. There's nice beaches. It's like kind of like a resort at some people, because like it's like nice hot weather, the beaches. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing at all. I like Florida. Still lower, yeah. So we do get some like move back up, but notice how let's say in the 5 minute here, we get no closure or ending at that sort. So it just tells me I think we just move lower. It's just nice weather. Yeah. Besides the hurricane, there's like the hurricane season. I think it's like it lasts like 3 months. Potentially bad weather. The other 9 months were good. It's trade-offs though. Can't have this, but not want that. Yeah, compromise with Florida. Oh, it's 6 months? Okay, I don't even know. I thought it was like 3 months primarily where it does get bad weather, but see, honestly, I thought the hurricane was gonna be light, but then it keeps on intensifying. They were like, this is a hurricane category 3, which is, oh no, it's kind of mid compared to other hurricanes we face, but they just keep on upping it. It's like they said it intensified now to hurricane level 4, and it's like, damn. If you're still holding that short from about high 250s, you're looking pretty good right now. I got green stopped out of it already. I think I got it out at 257. I got it at 242 when it came back up. 243, I think, actually. So about 15 points. What are the parameters in price that tells you narrative and Sue's bias to be correct? That's a turning point. As before, now it's going to reverse from there. I think it's just anticipation. So, like, first thing you want to look at is, like, where's the draw liquidity right now? Where is it mainly looking for? And then you go in the time frame, and let's say that 4 hour in the hourly is typically good if you're, like, day trading. Look at the 4 hour right now. Well, we have this 4 hour gap. We nearly filled it up, heading lower. We're likely going to get a close under this. So, my narrative is likely to all the way down here now. Check the hourly. Same thing. We took this the high, fell more of the hourly, and moving lower. I would like to take the sell side out. The 15 minute, guess what happened to the 15 minute? This was what I was anticipating. Even though I was bearish, I'm like, there's an inefficiency on ES here. We want to see if it does more retrace. If it rejects there, I'll be more convicted for lower prices. So that's the retracement we need. That took out that previous high. That filled in on ES. Now I can feel more confident on the downside. And look at the 5 minute here. Just before this price action here, we have a 5 minute fair value gap. This is where we entered off of here. I think it was 270 is my stop. And we're looking for a run to fill this 5 minute. Even lower if you want. So we took that trade from the high here to this low. This is equilibrium. We got shy of it. That's why we didn't get full size. I was looking at more 260s. But we got 261s. And we're playing the downside. So my buys are now intraday, low time frame, which is low time frame is 1 to 5. Intraday is more 15 to the hourly. They're both bearish for me right now. So I'm only looking for shorts. For me to have a conviction longs, what I need to see is this 15 minute flip. If this flips back up, that's where I'll long. It'll be low risk longs. Just playing by that kind of like concept and time alignment. That's what I always done though. Like I don't think it ever changed. Every single day I have this bias up. I'll look at the time frames. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling upside, feeling downside. When it gets choppy though, that's when it gets scary for me. Because I'm like, okay, it's back and forth right now. I have no clear bias. I want to play upside. I want to play downside. That's when it gets really rough. The flooding was pretty epic in St. Pete. Dude, St. Pete is not that far from Tampa, where I am located. Let me see if I can find. Damn, this is devastating. What is that? Water? Wait, I'm confused. That looked like pavement, but then it looks submerged. Or was that just sand? I don't know. Is that sand? Yeah, some places is gonna be devastated, man. That's the downside of having a beach or a beach house, basically, like a house by the water. Man, you're gonna get flooded. At least in the area I have, I think it's pretty high up. They even have like the neighborhood. They have a large divot for floods. I think it worked pretty well this time around. It's like a newer neighborhood. Yeah, I guess it's sand. Yeah, that's what I was confused. I was like, is that sand? Okay, I need to see this close. Recognize how we always move up, move lower, move up, move lower. Oh, someone said, well, I think Wes just said, there's a new trade by dashboard. Let me take a look what it looks like. What's the consistency here? So these are the two counts that I've been trading on. I'm a little confused on consistency. Why is this 100%? Oh, okay, that's a consistency roll. It's 18% right now. So you need 20% consistency. Does it show the chart? 14 trading days, 12 days in profit. Nice, very nice. 11K. I started 2 weeks ago essentially. Okay, that's payout going. Home insurance is getting difficult to obtain. How much is home insurance? I'm assuming it's insanely high. All right, we're getting a nice push here. We're getting a nice push. Let's see this 5-minute close here in 15 seconds. We got a nice drive in the hourly. Remember, we're just going back and forth between these two hourlies here. We already have SMT, so I could definitely see it coming back up to this hourly again. We don't want to be married to the bias forever either. There's a 5 here. Let this close above 5. I'll scalp upside, most likely. There's that 5 there. Wait, what? I'm tripping? What time frame did I just mark? Oh, this is 15. Okay, my bad. Get it close above this 15 and I'll play the upside. That's why I bet. Got me confused for a second. That's at 2 p.m. If we can close above 2 p.m., I like upside. Just knowing that we're just going back and forth on the higher time frames. And Q's kind of having a hard time here. See if we get this push here. Good entry, good move in this 5 minute too. Need more than that. NQ. Need some more. You see this 5 minute flips here too. 5 15 minute. We're in a pivotal area right now. Turn off my phone. This flips, we'll look upside. If not, we're gonna play for the south side. 209. Whatever it wants to do. I think I'm rooting for bulls now. I played the downside nicely. We got a nice push on ES2. I want to see if I can get some moves upside. It's just fighting this out here. Not looking pretty. Another close on the 5 coming up. Not the best close. We want to see if we're looking at more upside yet. Just back and forth right now. Oh, here we go. This is a nice move up here. Next close on the 5 coming up here. Nice delivery. That's the good push we're looking for. We just need that close now. If it can maintain above 246, we'll likely look for a move to take out these highs here, guys. I would like to see it just chop around here for a little bit, and then we'll look for entry back to the highs. Internal highs. Any reason that you don't use book maps? I think I don't have anything good book maps. I've used in the past before. For me, maybe I'm not using it right, but I think it's too much confluence. I would rather look at one model, which is look at candles, look at the narrative. If I see other things, it's gonna be difficult. My favorite account size and least favorite. I need to know the firm. It depends on the firm. For Top Step, I would say 100K on the dime every single time, just because the activation fee is fixed. It's $150 for a 50K account, $150 for a 150K account. So that makes you compelled to go for the bigger account. Depends on the firm. For my fund features, let's say 50K starters, perfect. I highly recommend. I think it's like $80. Use the code SMART, and it gives you $76. That's a banger deal. No activation fee. And so many of you guys would pass those accounts, maybe through news, and then get those funded. So you got funded, let's say first try, get 5 funded or 3 funded. That's $250 investment. And now you can start making thousands of dollars payouts. Very good deal. That's why I liked it a lot. Trade to funded is Tradeify. I mean, you could do fast track trading too. I don't have it too much of a bias. I would probably recommend Tradeify though. Or do both. Honestly, let's say I'll recommend both. Because the Tradeify option for Tradeify, instant funded, is awesome. Fast track trading doesn't have that. You can trade on Tradeify, and then you can also trade on NinjaTrader. That's a double whammy there. For fast track trading, I got trade on Quant Tower. I don't like Quant Tower too much, but it works. Streaming software is OBS. You like Brett? I mean, Brett is cool. Like, I don't think I have any info on him, but I'm just keeping feelings aside, just strictly business. Like, look at this count, guys. We started this count together. So many people are so like, oh, do they pay out? Do they pay out? We'll find out. We'll literally find out. 2 weeks ago, I started this count at 150K. We're at 11K right now. Trading mostly on YouTube. We're gonna request October 1st. They said they approved like within like 24 hours because they're still a new firm. Not many people got payout yet. Low users, but they're amping it up. Typically, new firms have very good rules, and they try to lower you in, which is good. I haven't seen a firm that scams you though, the future side. And I even told Brad, I was like, you know, I don't know if I trust an influencer firm. He's like, if I don't pay any of you guys out, let's say unjustly, just charge back. He just recommends me to charge back. I'm like, okay, fair. Like if he tells me that, nothing I can fight against that. But he's like, if no one gets paid out, just tell everyone to charge back. So he's confident that like it's gonna be a real operable firm, and it's competitive. The prices are good. I'm affiliated with like 4 or 5 firms, but I'm just speaking on the truth and the one that I favor more, favor less. Some firms I would push more on. It varies. There's always new updates and stuff. Upsize push is looking nicely right now. Do you like the consist rule? My highest day on this count was 2,000, I think. So I need to make 10,000 to get to the consistent rule where it's under 20%. If you look at that picture, do I have the picture still? No, never mind. I'm at 18%, so it's doable. You have to plan for it. If a firm has like, let's say a 5% consistent rule, you have to plan for it. It could be the cheapest firm and be like, okay, 5% consistent rule. It's not going to be automatically bad. There's going to be trade-offs. More consistent rule, like 40%. There's gonna be better. There's gonna be more stricter rules elsewhere, or the price is gonna be higher. Lower consistent rule, where it's like tighter. There's gonna be drawbacks too. Chantry days. I'm at 14 right now. I think I showed you guys. Let me just show it again. So yeah, just do the math. I'm at 18% consistency. I think I have 2,000, my highest day. And 14 days total. I think two of them are red days, 12 are green days. So we're looking pretty good. We'll get the payout for sure, as long as I don't mess anything up. Good move up here. No closure yet. I was kind of waiting for it before I execute, but the upside looks pretty solid right now. I'm looking at this internal high. We'll see if we can get an entry to target it. I would probably even want a push past it for higher. Most likely to drive back to this order block here too. 5-minute order OB here. You can have somewhat of a break here too. I don't think they retraced to it, so like that's why I wasn't looking. One-minute flip here too. Lots of things I think it's starting to flip here, like an upside. I was anticipating the upside, but I was waiting for confirmation. If I was going my gut, I was looking at longs all the way down here. But confirmation helps you from entering bad trades. Little update though, guys. I'll just read it out. Tradify and fast track trading, that's cash rebate. If you purchase Tradeify, use code SMART. That'll give you the cash rebate. If you want to purchase FTT, I would just say just use the referral link. Where does it? Yeah, use the referral link and use these two codes. It'll give you 55% off. The cashback is likely going to be 7% off, or 7% back. You spend $1,000, we're going to PayPal you $70 to help you save more. That's for those two firms. The other two, Apex and My Fund Futures, is going to be in a raffle, which will be completed end of the month. It's going to be coming soon here. I already talked to My Fund Futures. We have that set up. 25 starter accounts going to be given away. So you look at the current sale, 80% off Apex, the normal, 55% off instant fund and fastback trading. That's a very good deal. Plus the instant saving, plus the rebate, another 7% back. My Fund Futures already marked down. The starter deal is something I always recommend. Tradeify is interesting, 55% off. The growth, which is basically My Fund Future version, and 40% off instant funded. So keep it update. I also said the submission box would be open end of day today. And you have 72 hours to claim. Plenty of time. Let's move on. What are your confirmation? My main confirmation is a closure on the 15-minute and a 5-minute here too. This could have been already a confirmation here for me because we got that flip already. Notice how we flipped chase day delivery order block here. We're looking for the internal high here now. But it's really aiming for it. Let's flip this up. We're likely bullish here, and if this closes, it's likely gonna be bullish on the other time frame too. How come Lanto's not wrecking those accounts? They don't have this rule. He don't like the scalability of My Fund Futures. It's only 3 accounts. He likes 5 accounts from Top Step. He likes 20 from Apex. He likes 20 from FTT. He told My Fund Futures if they have 5 accounts, he'll give them a shot. 3 is not worth his time. That's what I remember last time. Are you on Top Step leaderboard? I got paid out to literally last night when my power is out. I'm not on the leaderboard, but it's just because I just take base hits. Like early September, I took 12,000. I think just last week or yesterday, I just requested another 8,000. I'm comfortable with that. I don't need to. I want to try to compete with Lanto and running that up, but I don't know. I'm not at that current state yet where I'm driving for it. So we got that internal high here. We're likely going to keep on running to this. Interestingly enough here. Looking for ES high to be taken next. Now we just kind of left out with a large gap here, which I would anticipate it to retrace back into this kind of large between OB and gap here. Maybe. Come back down and slam it back up. That's kind of like my roadmap for the next 30 minutes here, I think. If you take payouts, you're not on the leaderboard, but I agree with you take. Yeah, like, I'm not going for large payouts. Dude, Lanto, if you guys didn't know, I think Lanto made 100K or 90K on top. It's 5 accounts, like 18K pop. Literally last night when my power's out. Come on, man. Open a prop firm and let you guys make money off of us. I would rather you guys start a prop firm so we can trade off of you guys and make some money. Why don't you guys do that, man? All right, we're likely going to get a retrace back to this 5 here. Nice closure. We took the internal high, moving lower. Likely going to press down here. See what it wants to. I mean, we do have a breaker all the way down here. I don't know if it wants to go all the way to, what, 240s? Probably does not want to retrace all the way down back. I want to see this hold. If upside is subjective. With this OB here, likely try to hold this area. Scalping shorts for this drive-in could be something decent if we can get like somewhat of a retrace. Probably just something like that. I'm looking for this 5-minute move here. Gotta play a little aggressive if you want scalps here. Nothing A+ for me yet though. I think if we get a breaker, we'll get something golden. I'm trying to get a quick scalp on shorts on some of my FTT. Need this drive down here. Setting up for it. Good drive, good drive, good drive. About to hit even at this rate. Took TP on some of that move. It was like a 5-point drop. Good enough, I guess. Yeah, I'm waiting for something to show on the live stream. Okay. Where am I looking? Some relative equal highs on ES. The 5 minutes getting retapped into. We're likely going to retrace down, and then we'll see if it can hold it, come back up. We're still in the macro time here. Interesting enough, NQ took this equal high here. I'm going to mark the SMT. Yeah, does it show? There we go. Still looking for a deeper drive in. I got a decent scalp out of it. I think we'll just chop around a little bit more. Try to move back up. Desi said he was gonna go on, but he didn't like price action, so he's like, Ashley, no, I'm not gonna run it with you. Sorry. There we go. That's a nice drive now. That's a nice 15-minute drive or 5-minute drive here. I had 2, took 1 off. from that retrace that I talked about. See what we can on fast track trading. I think I'll get rid of this trade actually. This is a good area. I'm kind of looking for upside if this can hold here. Yeah, so after SMT here was like the indication. We're just chopping back and forth. We had SMT up these highs, and then we flip. Like there's an inversion here. Flip. I don't usually trust these type of inversions unless it's very clear. We took a strong liquidity. We only took internals, so I don't like them. I need something more convincing. So we got this nice 5-minute close right under that 5-minute gap, and dropping the 1 minute here. We made a low, retrace back up. That's where I enter at 65, and I look for a drive for like a quick scalp. Go for a compounded at this point. 20 counts making like 300 bucks, 400 bucks. It's very lucrative. Doing it consistently at that too. Yeah, I'm only trying to point you guys to where I feel convicted. Entry model themselves are not that offering today, but we're waiting. We're waiting to see if we can get a nice drive close here. This is what I'm anticipating on the 5-minute. If we can get close here, chop around, and then if we can get out of it, that's where I like longs. That's where I like ES getting ran. So we're paying attention very closely here. I'm neutral at this area. If it runs down lower, I'm playing the downside. If it holds, go back up, play the upside. If it chops around, do nothing here. Short at premium to play the equilibrium is kind of the idea too. I'll kind of mark that out to better represent it. 50% equilibrium at 55 here. Let's see if this holds now. What's your logic on scalp? I'm playing based on what I'm seeing, and you can see my thought process in this real time. When I was playing that scalp, I said I'm looking for a drive inside this 5-minute based off of that SMT with NQ and ES that's showing the, let's say, showing the 15-minute. And we have a very large gap here. I want to see a retrace, and if we can get out of it, I'm bullish. So short scalp, waiting for confirmation for a long scalp, or even long entry. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Is there a video on how your channel about your trading journey? I do want to plan that out. I'm going to make more videos coming up, maybe next month. Sorry, next month. I've been kind of lazy with it because I just do so much with streaming and then doing other projects, and I always neglect content itself. How many years? I think it's 4 years, approaching 5. Four-hour time frame looks hideous. What I'll say, if you look back at the start of the stream, this looks ugly for some people. This looks, for me, this looks clean. We have 2 4-hour fair value gaps. We're just playing back and forth here. So me understanding and recognizing that we already came up here to fill this inefficiency in the balance here to move lower. I'm looking at short at the start of the stream, which we got a short scalp out of, and recognizing the hourly hits here, we came back down. We're basically just going back and forth between these two hourlies until it breaks. So once we got our short, remember we played the short down here, play on the downside, it retrace SMT, flip back up, and then we found a another entry off of there on lower time frame after the SMT. It's not as bad as you think. There's other days of the week, probably this week even, where it's chop nonsensical. That's where you don't want to trade. This is scalpable. You gotta pick your battles very carefully though. But it's the same thing over and over. We're back to bears on the 1 minute. I'll update this. if you want to see me get chopped up, I think look back at the stream on, was it Wednesday? I think Wednesday I got chopped up a little bit, but we ended, the very last trade was a unicorn and it secured the bag for us. Maybe even Tuesday, like too. Like the first 3 days was also very choppy, and it was base hits. We could probably look at my Twitter. If I said it was a choppy day for me, that's, you can use that as a reference. Let me just see. So I talked about the hurricane, blah blah. Is this Wednesday? 25th. Yeah, it's Wednesday. This was 10th range streak. I think this is the day that I was talking about. It's choppy. No eclipse setup, but the last trade did help me secure the green. Another choppy session Tuesday. Up 20k somehow. I don't know how. I think it's like making $200, $300 on all accounts. 40 plus accounts basically, because we have 20 Apex, 20 FTT, and then like some Top Step, some TradeFi, some other accounts. While Top Step TV is down like 43k. And then Monday, did I do update Monday? Yeah, Monday. Another choppy day, but we took a live trade on YouTube here, so still very good. To me, this is not choppy. This is what do you call it? Do people call it seek and destroy type price action? Just back and forth. It might be choppy in the higher time frame, but on lower time frame, it's nice deliveries. These are nice, lovely deliveries. If we do move lower, that just basically means we're just going back and forth. If we can hold this 5-minute and come back up, we might get a power hour delivery for the upside. So this is my anticipation. That doesn't mean it's an entry itself. That doesn't mean I'm longing here. I was able to call out shorts here to take a drive in here because I anticipate this is the next move after the SMT. We do have a unicorn coming up, matter of fact. I'm not going to probably take this trade. This is a perfect alignment, though, if you're bullish bias. You want to look for a run here for a higher price range. Just because we're in a previous 15-minute gap here, it's a 15-minute BPR. This is very crucial for it to hold here. If it does move under this breaker, it's a dead play. I actually am intrigued for an entry here. This looks like a lovely entry. Let's see if it comes back. Heard about it. Buying 20 Apex, 5 Top Step. I'm not trading them. Tired of 1 and 3 accounts. Just know, only do it when you're ready. Some people do 20 counts right off the bat, and you're just not ready. Some people are not ready. DiCaprio said, I see you trading ICE concepts. What about people trashing them? Easy answer to that. Is there a reason you want to focus on people that talking like shit and negativity? It doesn't help your trading, first of all. I would ignore it personally. Because there's no reason to entertain it. Do we buy this? I'll try to buy one. If we close under the breaker. Oh, what the? Wait, I have 4 contracts on? Oh shit. I don't want to do this. I was just gonna add a starter. Oh boy. I need to close this trade. I just need to close most out of it. Holy shit. This is an account that I don't want to jeopardize too. I need to close 2 more. Kind of getting in panic mode right there. What the hell? I should have checked. I don't know what I was thinking. Now it's making me like play stupid here. Oh shit. When did I have 4 contracts ready? I never trade 4 contracts. I just meant to add a starter to see what happens. Oh boy. I was gonna add to it if it doesn't flip. That's my plan. And external variable is making me second guess myself here. I'm gonna take another one off if we can come back up here. This is an account at payout too, so that's why I don't want to jeopardize it. 4 contracts. What the hell? So freaking stupid. It's stressing me out a little bit. I'm gonna take another one off for a loss again. This is stressing me out. Under 161. Let's kill this trade. What the? 4 contracts? That is insane. Ah, that made me stressed out. Close under this. I'll actually close. That was like the true nature of this trade. Get under the breaker. It was like a more incentive push, a preemptive entry. I should just close it right off the bat, though. I hesitate a little bit. Alright. Just wait that closure now. Very aggressive push. Very, very aggressive push. Choppy back and forth right now. I just gotta remember I gotta stay above 161k for a payout. The payout window is about to open, so I can't be messing around. Alright, let's see if we can push back up. Yeah, I did not want you guys to see me fluster like that, because I don't usually fluster like that, but that's because I literally trade on TradingView. When I most of the time trade on NinjaTrader. Oh, I didn't mean to sell a limit there. Alright, let's look for re-entry. This time for a real entry. Okay, minus 157. I should be positive right now, to be honest. Let's look for re-entry if it's valid. Yeah, but like, goddamn, like, I don't want to be flustered on live like that. Close. I should look at chat. Close, close, close. No, I think this might be a long here, guys. I'm not looking at shorts until this 15 minutes fails here. I have on Apex. I'm doing the 1 contract thing. I'm following the plan on my other accounts, but on TradingView, I did not see that. I did not know that I had 4 contracts set. I need to be more active and careful. Should just held them. No, dude. Why would I? The initial plan was to enter 1 starter, and if we get a nice closer above the breaker, we'll look for additional entries to add to it. It's not going to be, oh, I actually enter 4x my size that I wanted, and I'm going to hold through it and pray. But, yeah. Aiming for a closure above 260, that would give me confidence for another push to this highs. That's the next objective. 15-minute BPR is holding somewhat here. I'll mark this to BPR now. Doesn't mean it's fully ready yet. But it's trying to hold. So we'll see from there. My full size would have been like 4 contracts. Maybe not 4 contracts, maybe 3 contracts on this account. But I don't normally go heavy without proper conviction on it. I'm still waiting for a conviction on this trade. Because it's still bearish bias, as you see. We just have a 1-minute breaker. It's in a 15-minute BPR. I am still anticipating a move higher, but right now the narrative is pointing lower until we do get a flip again. But 5-minute order block retrace here. We'll see if this can hold. Let me look at chat. Do you do rep con? Do you rep console? Yes. I only trade TradingView just for the stream. That's the only thing. I actually hate trading on TradingView. I like charting on TradingView. Execution-wise, it's clunky to me. Just back and forth here. Another fair value gap. Doesn't mean it's holding yet, though. I need to see a closure. Here. We can wick down, close above. That'd be magnificent. As long as the 50 minute doesn't close in the 7 minutes here. Under 243. This looks like a decent re-entry too. Somewhat. I'm not gonna re-enter on Tradeify. I shouldn't jeopardize the account yet. Let me get a payout first. Let me submit the payout, and then we can do whatever. Still chopping back and forth. Oh, we got to run the giveaway today too. We'll do 2 today since I missed yesterday. Just like the stream, and we'll probably get it started soon. 150 likes and we'll do 2. Building some pretty heavy hitting low resistance liquidity as well on ES here. Look how gnarly this is. Visible only on the 4 hour. Yeah. That's kind of the same thing on NQ, I guess. Somewhat. I'm just looking at the wicks right now. I'll just mark it out for reference. If we do break, we'll likely flip on the higher time frame and then continue pressing lower. So yeah, for longs right now, if this closes under this breaker, that's where the trade would be invalid. I need to get some more water though. I'll be back. I'm gonna get some water. Yeah, we're back. It's just so choppy right now. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the 15-minute close here. Get close under the SPPR. We'll play the downside. Is my mic on? Never seen bruh panic like that. Dude, I have a plan. If I literally said it before I entered, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try a starter on the breaker and see what happens. Guess what happened? 4 contracts. I already got killed right here. I don't know how else I can explain that. And where did this even come from? What was that? Like, literally flabbergasted. Looks like we're going for this ES eagle lows here. Watching for that. I would be aggressive to short this to these eagle lows if there's a retracement somewhere. It's a large drop here. What do you guys think? I'm probably not gonna touch this right now. I don't know where that came from. I left for water, came back, and then 20-point drop. Interesting. We're going for these equal lows though, guys. Perhaps get a slight retrace first, but that 15-minute is gone. It's for sure gone. So we're looking at the downside. Don't try to catch this knife, guys. I'm very convicted as downside right now. Don't catch it until, well, I'm not saying catch it at all, but like Don't try to attempt until this 15-minute or this 15-minute internal liquidity gets taken first. Walk away one more time. I'll walk away one more time and then come back. It's gonna be up like 100 points. Try to scalp this. I'm not gonna showcase me scalping this. I already said that. I think it moves lower. I'll panic if I do this on live stream. These type of scalps, you just try to enter and retrace and put like a 5-10 point stop on it. It's like it's more manual stop. Like if we get a closure back up, notice like how we try to retrace here. No closure, straight back down. Very easy target there. I was able to get a scalp off that. Beautiful scalp. Damn, that was very quick too. Ooh. That's good. That's perfect. That is perfect. I hope I saved anyone from trying to catch that. I swear to God. Maybe someone was like itching. They're like, I feel like this is gonna work. This is too clear for me. This gives me conviction. Because I'll tell you why I feel convicted on that. We're chopping around, right? We need to see that breaker work. If that breaker doesn't work, guess what? It fails. Fails. Nice displacement there. We look at the 15-minute. When we did that drop, we had one more minute for that 230 close here. This closed very low down here. I think it was like 119, and we're like at 230 right now. There's no way it's gonna come back up. This is already gonna be flipped on the 15-minute time alignment here. So this is for sure bearish. And then we have equal lows on ES. That's a surefire. I was able to get some points out of that. That's beautiful though. I could not ask for something more like that. Dude, this is an easy scalp day. Only play with conviction. Now, I don't know if this is going to keep on going lower now. We do have another sell side here. It would likely draw to it. So, knife catchers probably don't try to catch it yet either. Another beautiful hit. Shot at breaker here. Wow, that's a strong drive under and immediate rebalance there. This is volatile. Probably hands off for now. This is quite volatile at the moment. Check the hourly. We took the sell side. We're in the breaker right now. Could try to run back up. I think if you're trying to knife catch, it is viable. It's more viable than what we were talking about earlier. So it's up to you if you want to try. I'm personally not gonna touch this yet. All right, let me see chat. I was kind of focused on it. Let me just see. 4 hour getting filled. Which 4 hour? Because these are already filled. We might be gold for this 130 here, if that's what you're referencing. Do you have news? That was not news. That was consolidation before a delivery. 4 hour internal to external. Do you use data as a predicting price action, or do you use ICT patterns? I think for me, I think I'm reading my bias, where it's like more time alignment. That does align with the market maker models. You apply your entry models with it. See, now like this is the only time after we take those lows out, I'll give the green light. Like this is where you can start scalping longs if it's appropriate. But the whole time here, while we're dropping down, if anyone tries to enter longs here, I was telling you guys, don't try to catch this knife because we have that 15-minute flip already, and we have immediate liquidity right below it. So when you're understanding that helps you scalp insanely better than with your win rate. News out. What was the news? Nvidia news from China. Let me see. This is in the hourly right now. That does look like a what happened. 226. A very aggressive drop. I don't know if it was fully impacted with it. It could have been just ready to move back down. I have no idea, but yeah. You go for a base hit type day. We're gonna end this week with a bang. You mess with my bias, wow. The whole time I was telling, like, after this breaker flipped here, I was already out. I was saying this is gonna be that 15 minutes gonna flip and we're gonna attack the lower prices, and I was able to get a scalp out with that too. He said if the breaker fails, he's gonna look to the downside. Exactly, and also if this 15-minute do flip, look for the downside. We have relative internal targets on the 15-minute time frame. If you're waiting for me to press buttons, this is not the day for it. But if you're waiting and playing with the commentary and how like we're reading and following the price action, it's been pretty flawless right now. The breaker was a test. I already got out of it. On Apex, I did take, I think, like a 15 point per on a one contract, but we made it back already. So we're still up 300. This is an inversion that I think is more interesting versus the other inversion made today. We took a strong liquidity target. If this flips, we have a nice gap to target here too. Let's take a look. Nice 5-minute too. We just need willingness to come back into it. This is also the scenario that I was talking about. If it doesn't do this and we close back under, play the downside. Simple as that. I'm not married to the bias, is what I'm saying. You gotta be very, very agile for a day like this. If I knew how to enter trades like you, you'd be demon. Honestly, lower size. You can just do one contract even, or 5 micros, and start scalping if you feel convicted on it. Like, you gotta say, like, how much likely do you think, like, at this area, this is where I enter shorts on for a scalp. When we were tracing here, how much more likely would it be to come back up? Let's say that's your stop, that close candle, or to attack these lows here. There's probably an 80% chance, like, for me, I'm playing the lows just because we have the 15-minute flip and we have ES equal lows. So any retrace is a sell for me. That's why I was able to just say, like, don't catch this knife. This is going to go lower. Just following the roadmap of how price action has been moving today as well. I didn't really hold for that much. I think it hit my stop. Let me check. What account is? I think I was copy trading this too. Still moving lower. Yeah, there's no reason for, like, I would give this inversion a peace of mind for entry if it does want to flip. This is, if it wants to move lower, let it move lower. SMC would also give me a eye to watch for. We have a nice gap here. We have a lovely gap there. Some people are getting approved from FTT. Very nice, very nice. Lots of payouts good and improve. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. I am looking to see if it does want to come back to this gap that it made. I need to see the 1-minute flip first. Let's see, where are we at likes? We need 150 likes, guys. We're at 85. We need 70 more, guys. Then we'll run the giveaway. We'll do 2. We'll double it today. Would you suggest someone who started trading to learn ST? If not, what would you suggest to them? This is what I would always say for. This is my stance for now. Maybe I'll change in the future. I would open your eyes to some of the ICT concepts. Just don't try to do too much though. Don't try to do turtle soup, inversions, breakers, everything. Just kind of take a look at every model there is, see which one you like, backtest it, and then try to test it for a time. Like this could happen over the course of like 6 months. It's like a testing phase. A lot of time, like you can spend like 500 hours in 6 months working on this. Get a feel of what you want, and then you could learn by refining on your own, or you can find other people to learn from. So like say inversions, Desi trades inversion, you can learn from him. If you want to try to trade more breakers, I trade breakers a lot. Ash trade breakers a lot. These are people I recommend. Those type of things. But don't be caught up on like, oh, this is this should be bearish because this, and this is bullish because this. There's just way too many concepts. That's why I try to ignore the noise. The way that I trade ICT might be very, very drastically different than someone else. The core content though is like just playing with the narrative, play with bias, play with the time alignment. I think this is something you want to learn, or I recommend to learn if you're asking my advice for it. But entry model itself is different. Not many ICT traders have like a 10-point stop. They like to like, let's say this inversion here. I've seen a lot of people, they'll do like a 20-point stop target, like 60 points or 40 points, something like that. I like to keep my stop tight. Where are we at? 100 right now? 113. We need 150 guys. We'll do the giveaway. Hopefully you guys are doing decent today though. Explain time frame line. This is kind of what we talk about every stream. I feel like this is time frame line for me. We have the high time frame, we have intraday, we have low time frame. These yeah. There's definitely a lot of new people. Maybe you guys didn't hear in previous streams or even today. I think we talked about it a few times a day. We talk about it literally every stream, but I would add that to my checklist for a YouTube video. I'll probably make a post somewhere like, what do you guys want me to make content on? It could be risk management or risk tolerance, which I've been wanting to make a video on. I have the setup for it. I just haven't recorded it. It could be time alignment. It could be how to find draw liquidity. It could how to use breakers appropriately and how I use them. There's a lot of videos, and besides trading related, it'd be like how to scale prop firms, how to trade prop firms, in with like different techniques. Someone need to write that down and then tell me which one you guys want, and then I'll actually put some time to work on them. Because I forget too much, guys. I'll be busy as well. Look at that. It feels like it does want to go back in. We took that 15-minute liquidity here. Tap back inside the hourly breaker as well. This should rotate back up. I'm somewhat confident. Yeah. If this could flip an inversion, I'd be more confident. Gonna be your unicorn scalp. I'm not sure if you're looking at this candle. We didn't get a sweep, so it wouldn't technically be a breaker. Easy drive in the 5-minute. See if we get this inversion here. If don't get model takes, where do you put your stops? I think it depends on where. Like I like looking at closure more. Sometimes I'll put it at if it's like a low here. Like let's say I take longs on the retrace here. This is an already appropriate stop. It's larger, so like you probably have to reduce your size, and then your target's most likely going for a bigger move. Let's say it's an inversion here, or a breaker. Let's imagine this is a breaker. Even though it's not, I already said this is not a breaker. There's no sweep. You take an entry. My stop will be under the breaker or a closure under the breaker. Most likely just under the breaker though. Then you go for that. So like wherever the trade invalidates that setup. Good, nice push there. Very nice push. Let's see this close. Very large 5-minute gap here. Being probably still move in here. We have something also interesting. It's still bearish bias until we flip, but look at this. There's a breaker here on the 15-minute. Would it work? Is not as effective just because we already took a higher time frame liquidity. But it's a good reference to have if we do retrace, rebalance here, and reject from. That's why it'll be coming back from. Did we tap in that 15-minute by the way? We got very yeah, we did. What's your risk reward and win rate last year? I think I kind of float around like if I take only breaker trades, I float around like 65% average. This inversion would have been entry for me, but this is way too far up. So I'm waiting to see if it can give another entry off of it. I typically don't like to take entries that go that far. Now we're also fixated on this area here too. You don't necessarily have to buy the bottom, but let's say we do get it pushed back above, inverting this 15-minute, inverting the breaker here. Retap back in, we can play the upside there. This would be more the low risk entry that I'm kind of talking about here on the move back up, rather than try to time it. And then you'll be easily convicted because you're like, okay, we just violated the bearish PD raise on a higher time frame. Now you feel confident on the upside. You have more conviction. And then we can take like a random scalp out of it. Like it's still be a lower scalp, but it's just not going to be the perfect entry. This is probably the last trade of the day, though. If we get something actionable here. I'll stick around to like probably 3:20, though. We'll stick around a little bit longer than normal. There's a breaker here, too. No breaker on ES because we had SMT. The other scenario would be retrace back in for lower prices. So this is your conviction right now. You have two. The upside is looking decent because if you're down here, that's what we're expecting, a drive inside this large gap. And up ahead on higher time frame, the 15-minute here. This is what I'm basing my narrative on. We'll see if you want to close above or you want to come into a reject. Same thing on the ES here. We'll try to see closely. How do you determine when it's going to expand outside the consolidation and leave it definitely without continuing to inside of it? I think based on that, you really got to look at like what's your bias, what's your draw liquidity, and see any internals and how price is behaving. Is it respecting more the bullish side, respecting more the bearish side, or neither? And that's just seeking to short. Then that's what you want to adapt your entries based off of. But ideally, you want to take trades when these two are aligned, at least the bare minimum. All three aligning is also great. Two, the intraday and low time is a must for me, for the most part. Let's slow here. 15-minute close at a minute. We might get that close above. We'll see. No, we did. Oh, that's not. I'm tripping. Okay, it's 5-minute close. I got a little lost there. I thought it was a 15-minute close. Now I was like, okay, this is gonna be important now. Where are we closing is gonna determine what trade we're gonna take. But this is not good risk reward for me. If I enter on this closure because we got the inversion, that's way too far up. I wouldn't put my stop under the breaker. That's like 25 points. And the target is limited, I feel like. You're looking at something like 250s, maybe above that. I need to trade my top step too, I forgot. Let's see if we can get a top step trade in this. Maybe the next trade, to be honest. We might get something. It's something easy to convict. Still holding this very nicely. Was there an entry down here, guys? I think I was only focused on this inversion. If we got an inversion close, like let's say 216, I would have entered, put my stop at the inversion low, and played upside. That'd been easy. That'll be a pretty simple setup. I'm just flipping a time frame because I think a lot of different time frames tell me different things. It's just easy to get chopped here in a way. Quick jab and just holding this 1 minute. Delete some things. Still waiting on the close here. There's an entry on the 50-second. I'm not willing to do it. Entry on the 50-second. What signs do you see which tells you price action might be high resistance? You look at the higher time frame, guys. It's not too crazy. Look at the higher time frame. We just see this going back and forth. So like if we trade the next hour, we're gonna probably continue to see this happen until it breaks. If you don't want to look at the hour, look at the 4 hour. Still back and forth. This get pumped now. What is shallow retrace to? That was so shallow. We filled the 50-minute gap at least, but we're waiting to see the closure so we can invalidate it. Hasn't done that yet. So the scenarios, these two scenarios are still like possible and feasible. Upside is looking pretty easy there though. Not much is happening right now. I'm just watching for another trade entry. Another push inside here. Very strong push there. Moving potential orders around, see if we get anything. We'll get this 3 p.m. close coming up. That's going to be very telling to what's our next move. It looks already like, oh, we're going to move higher though. I'm somewhat convicted there. Just need the closure to tell me otherwise. Any retrace is likely going to be a entry for me if I can find it. Wow, very strong tap. Three more minutes here before we get a final answer. This might just shot back and forth. Let's see. This is likely gonna close above the 15-minute at least. 2 more minutes. We'll get probably one more potential idea for 3 p.m. here. if any. Good push though. But this is not invalid the breaker yet. It does not invalid 15 minutes until we also presses it. ES is starting to build some liquidity up here too, so that could be target itself. We're just shopping around here. 1 more minute for a close. We'll see where it does want to close and likely play from there. What is this that I have marked? Oh, that was a previous order block. Haven't touched anything yet while we're waiting for this. I'm careful of these. Wait for price to close above 15 minutes before considering longs. That's kind of the idea, yeah. ES is looking pretty darn good. We'll use this 15 minute as a entry model essentially. We'll drop down to 1 minute to find something. It'll be a 15 minute version essentially. ES has already given that note, so we're likely gonna see to retest back in. I don't know if it's gonna go this far or all the way down here, but I would like in this case to wait for it to come to you. We want a lowest entry model. So before we even get an entry, I'll kind of explain like this. Let's say we do retrace to the ladder here, the second part, because it's a more of a discount range is a standard entry model here. If we get like under the equilibrium, we'll also get to this previous gap. Let's say we get this entry. You don't necessarily have to size in on this gap because you don't know if it's gonna just go straight through it. That's catching a knife. Two things you can do: add a start here, and if it does if it does confirm and hold this area, you want to look for additional entries and add until it comes back up. So you can have multiple ads. Typically, the lowest entry ads are the redistribution here. So it could be off inversion, it could be fair value gap, it could be anything like that. The riskier entries are the one that's like kind of you might be catching a knife and you might not know it or aware of it. It might be like this is gonna hit this and it's gonna bounce. You don't know that. So I'm telling you in advance just so maybe I can help you. So two things could happen right now. I think the upside is somewhat nice here. Now I just want to see this. I'll consider, even though we didn't close here, we closed on ES here. We don't know how far it's going to try to retrace, however. And it's already power hour. We might be kind of running out of time for this trade. We might be. But yeah, so far so good today. Hopefully no one got killed today. Look for a deeper retrace now. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna look for another trade today, guys. I think we're running out of time. This is kind of like we might be able to tape read something like this, but my trading after like 310 is horrendous. It's like 50-50 for me. I don't have that edge anymore. It's so volatile. Volatility destroys your game plan. But we're still good. Okay, let's do the giveaway though. What are we at? Do we have 150 likes? What time frame of this? This is 15-minute here. Notice how I trade the 1 minute lot. I also trade the 15-minute, just because it matches. This is what I talked about. If you trade the 1 minute, you probably look at the 15 and 4 hour. 4 hours are your highest time frame. Your intraday narrative will be the 15-minute, and your low time frame entry model will be the 1. Same thing if your entry model is the 5-minute, your higher time or your intraday narrative and market structure is going to be the hourly, and your higher time frame buy is going to be the daily. All right, we're just gonna do it off the. Let me see. Should we do an announcement or prop sell? Some people said they couldn't find it. Here, let's just do it off announcement or this channel, so you guys can read the above too. Giveaway for Friday. Thumbs up. We'll give you guys about 5 minutes to do this. Picking at 3:10. Oh my goodness. Let me just remove this one. Do the yellow one. Someone just made it faster than me. I'll post the Discord link if no one has it. There we go. All you gotta do is like the thumbs up. That's it. That's literally it. Moving higher. What to do now? No trades yet on this. Breaker block smash. Yeah, that 15-minute is getting. We already got a closure on ES here, so I mean I think that's already clear enough that we're looking for upside. That's why I also recommended if we do get a retrace somewhere, it could be a slight retrace to this order block or a deeper retrace to equilibrium to discount. Could be moving higher, but power hour is a different game at this point. So 50, 51. You guys have 30 more minutes. Just likely gonna run up to 80. Let's say there's 80 people. You guys have like about 2.5% to win. And I'm gonna do I want to do Discord just so you guys can see that it's gonna be not it's gonna be not rigged. I'm gonna start from this is number 1 here. Number 2, number 3, number 4. It's gonna be a random number generator. And I'm gonna count myself too. I think I'm just gonna install a Discord bot so you guys can also we can do that in real time. That'd be more fun. Good session today, though. I hope you guys learned or traded with us, made some money, had to entertainment or whatever it is. Mostly make money, though. How do you enter? Just join the Discord, and all you gotta do is thumbs up and like the stream. Those two things. That's it. We're gonna be tracking for both. Not too complex, right? That's 70 now. You guys have another minute, essentially. See where you go from there. This breaker is still holding, though, technically on this. It could be all the way up here. We didn't get no closure. We whipped it and still holding under. But yeah, just not enough time to use anything out of it, essentially. Number generator. We're gonna do this soon here. How many do? Yeah, we have 76. I'm anticipating 80, so we're almost there. Last chance, guys. If you want to enter the giveaway, just join the Discord, press thumbs up. That's all you gotta do, and like the stream. After that, we're just gonna be locked in. Let's test people's luck today. I was picking up. Okay, we're gonna lock it at. Here we go. I'll give you guys another 20 seconds. Just for the last people. We have the number generated right here too. So far it's 85. 87. Maybe 90 we can stop it. Two more. 89. Alright, 90. We're stopping at 90 there. 64. I'm just gonna roll it twice. 87. Holy crap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. Oh shit, I miscounted now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 30. This is not efficient. I'm probably not gonna do this anymore. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 60. It was 64, right? Confirm? Can someone confirm it was 64? Or is it 64 or 67? I forgot. Okay, 64 and then 87, right? 64. Where did I lose? I'm not doing this anymore, actually. I'm going to do the giveaway bot next week. It was 87. So maybe I'll just count backwards. So there's 96 right now. 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87. Let's do that. It's still random. If I miss one, I'll do a giveaway bot next time. This is way too confusing for me a little bit. Especially when it's large numbers. Okay, do we got those two people? Maybe we'll just add people here too. And then, who's the other one? Who's, Alright, that's it. Google form. No. We're literally gonna. Well, we either do it off the website, which we're gonna launch the rebate form, which is easier to track, or we're gonna just do it off of a giveaway bot, whichever is easier. I want to stream it real time, and also reward the people that stay in here. These two are the winners, guys. If that's your username, contact me. I'll give you guys like 2 or 3 hours to contact me. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully you made money today. We ended the week with a bang. I didn't trade yesterday. Monday through Wednesday was good. And then we finished Friday with a good two. I'll post my P&L at the end of the day. Okay, yeah, let's end it here, guys. If you want the cash rebate, last comment here. Cash rebate for Tradeify and FTT. Just be on the lookout for the submission box at the end of the day today. All right, have a good one, guys.